Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us in this session. The aim of my talk is to present Obo Designer Team, a solution that facilitates the collaboration of several users who are working simultaneously on the same model with a tool which has been created with Eclipse Sirius. To illustrate this use case, I will use the Mindstorms Designer tool, which is the result of one of the two tutorials which are available on the Sirius website. This modeling tool allows you to define a sequence of instructions to be executed by a Mindstorms robot. You can define basic instructions such as going forward, rotating, grabbing an object, releasing an object, or define sub-choreographies, which defines also a sequence of basic instructions. So now imagine that we are a team that needs to define a complex sequence of Mindstorms instructions. So basically a tool developed with Sirius manages the models with several files, at least two files. The files defining the model, which is basically an XML file, and a second file which defines the graphical representations. So in this, if we open the text format of this file, we can find the definition of shapes, positions, size, colors, and so on. So now, if several users want to work on this model, the basic strategy is to take turns, so that only one user is working on the same model at the same time. So each user takes the model, and then the other user has to wait for the first user to finish his modifications. Another approach is to work in parallel on the same model. So now you can have several users working at the same time but in parallel on different copies of the same model version. But then you have to reconcile these parallel versions regularly. So how it works, imagine that a second user is working on this model. So to figure out this, I will copy this project locally, and it simulates the usage of it simulates the work of a second user on the same model. So to illustrate this, imagine I am working on this version of the model, so that I can, for example, delete this instruction, add a new instruction here, and, for example, modify this instruction. And okay, I save. And in parallel, you can imagine user 2 working on the same initial version of the model and also performing some modifications. For example, you can delete this instruction and add a release instruction, and in C1, for example, you can add a rotate instruction. And also he saves his model. So now I have two parallel versions of the same model performed by two different users, and I have to reconcile these two versions in order to produce a new synchronized new version. So for this I can use EMF compare and select these two versions of the model and right click and compare these two versions. And then I can see all the differences, graphical or on the data. Here I can see the diagram on sample 2 and this diagram on sample. And I can see also the differences at the model elements. Okay, so you can see here that I have changed go forward from 50 to 20, that I have a new instruction in C1 and some instructions have been deleted and added in both sides. So technically I can copy some differences from a model to the other one. I can select a difference and copy it from left to right or right to left. But the main difficulty is to identify which changes must be kept and which ones should be rejected. If I apply all the changes, I could easily turn my model into an inconsistent state. So the problem with this strategy is the time you have to spend regularly to reconcile the different parallel versions, with the difficulty of keeping a consistent state. To avoid having to diff and merge parallel copies, there is another strategy which consists in splitting your XML file into fragments. To do that, if I go back to my model, I can close IMF compare and delete this copy. So to avoid parallel copies of the same model, I can, on the same model, split this file into several files. And for example, I can select this choreography and control it, which will cause the creation of a new file containing the definition of this element. So you can see now two new files, one containing the data and one containing the representations defined by this choreography. And in this choreography, I can also do the same for C2 and C3. So I can generate a file for only C2 and one for C3. So now you can see that instead of having just two files, sample Mindstorms and some representation IRD, I have now other files for C1, for C2 and for C3. Now if you open again sample.mindstorms, you can see that all the contents of C1 has been removed from this file and is now in this file. Okay, and instead of having the definition of C1, I have just a reference to this alternative file. So the problem with this strategy is now to maintain all these fragments. You have seen that I have rapidly 5 files containing the data and other files containing the different representations. Here I am in a very simple case where each choreography doesn't have any reference to other parts of the model. But imagine a much larger model with 20 or 30 file fragments and references between them. It would be very difficult to maintain. So we can see that none of these 3 strategies is satisfactory to collaborate efficiently and fluently on the same model. Because what we would like is a solution where all users could see an up-to-date version of the same model, where the contributors could work on the same model without interfering, where the concurrency could be managed at the model element level and not on fragments, and only one user should copy the versioning system only when it is necessary. Finally, what we want is to be able to work on models exactly like we can work on documents with Google Doc, where you can see in live the modifications coming from other users and where you don't have to manage unnecessary reconciliations. This was exactly the idea behind Obio Designer Team. These solutions provide a set of collaborative features that you can add to your modeling tools created with Sirius. So it is based on a shared repository where you can store the models and the representations. Locks at a model element granularity, so it means that only the minimum elements are locked when you need to modify them. And automatic locks and updates. It means that since the modifications are saved, other users are notified and can see the result, and then benefit from an up-to-date version of the model. The principle of Obio Designer Team is to start a server first, then export a local model to this server, and then to start collaborate with other users. So let's see how we can use it, for example, with Mindstorms Designer. So we'll start by removing the fragments and to go back to a version of my model with only one file. And then C1. Yes. Okay. So the first step is to start a server. So I can start here an authenticated server. And once it is started, I can select my local project and export him to the server. So I can create a shared modeling project from local. I test the connection. I have to authenticate user1, and then launch the export. It means copying the local project to the server. And then once it has been exported, I can close my local project and work on directly on the server. So this shared project allows me to see the diagrams and the data which are on the server. So for example, if I open the diagram, you can see here a small decorator, which means that this representation is not on my computer but on the server. So now I would like to allow a second user, for example user 2, to work on the same model simultaneously. So I have the user 2 environment on the right. Let's put the environment of user 1 on the left. So now user 2 can create a shared modeling project. So he has to connect also to the repository. User 2. And then he will get on his environment the shared project, and he can access to the data and also the representations which are on the repository. So now you can see the same diagram, and if user 1, for example, change something on this diagram, you can see automatically a green lock which has been set on user 1 environment on this diagram, and a red lock on user 2 environment, which means that user 1 is modifying this diagram. And if I save, so user 2 can't change anything on this diagram because it is locked. And as soon as user 1 saves his modifications, you can see that automatically the changes are reflected on user 2 environment. You can also, of course, change the value of the data. For example, here I want to change user 1 changes the distance of the first instruction, and as he has modified this object, there is now a green lock on this object and a red lock on the same object visible on the user 2 environment. So user 2 can't modify this object, but he can still modify, for example, C1, because C1 is not locked, and he can, for example, add a new element here. And you see that user 2 is locking C1 diagram, is locking this choreography, and he has added a new object. User 1 at the same time can see the opposite, so we can see that choreography C1 is locked by user 2. And as soon as user 2 saves his modification, you can see automatically on user 1 environment the new release object has been reflected, and in the same time, if I go back, if user 2 go back to these representations, if user 1 saves, you can see here the changes appear on user 2 diagram. These modifications are also possible with the table. For example, here I can, for example, change C1, can rename it, so you can see C1 now C11 is locked, and C1 is locked here by user 2. And if I save, you can see the changes reflected automatically here. If, for example, user 1 wants to continue to lock his object even if he saves his modification, he can explicitly lock a group of objects. For example, lock elements and all its descendants. So user 1 is locking C11 and all the sub-objects, which is reflected here. So now you can go on this object and modify C1 by adding some elements. And if he saves, the locks are not automatically released, so he can continue to perform some modifications and save. And once he has finished, he can go on C1, right click and unlock the element and all its descendants. And then this object is available again for the other users for modifications. OBEO Designer team also provides a window, a commit history provided by CDO, where we can see all the modifications performed by all the users. And you can enter also a description. You just have to modify the preference, require description for commit actions. So now if user 2 changes something, for example here, and when he saves the modification, OBE Designer opens this dialog so that user 2 can describe the modifications. In C1, for example. So to use now OBE Designer team with your modeling tool, your modeling tool, of course, is composed of a domain model, some representations created with Sirius, and eventually some other plugins. So your domain model must be compliant with CDO, the Eclipse technology, which allows you to manage EMF models into a database. To work collaboratively with OBE Designer team, you have to install the OBE Designer team server, which contains a database, the CDO technology, and administration tools. And then to install with your modeling tool some OBE Designer team plugins, which provides the integration between Sirius and CDO. Or you can also use the ready-to-use package OBE Designer team and install in this package your modeling tool plugins. So as we have seen previously, OBE Designer team allows you to collaborate at the same time on the same model, but it is not dedicated to provide or to support versioning of your different models. So if you need to manage the previous versions of your models or to work on several alternatives, you must rely on versioning systems such as Git, in which you will store your models and check out them to OBE Designer team server when you want to start a collaborative session with your team members. Once you have finished this collaborative session, you can check in the result into your versioning system and start again by checkouting or by continuing from the previous session, and regularly check in and check out your models each time you want to start a new collaboration session. You can also use the mechanism which is provided by CDO. CDO supports the branching mechanism, which allows you to manage several versions of the same model in the CDO repository, but it is not by default integrated with OBE Designer team. So you need to integrate in OBE Designer team this branching mechanism to manage your versions with CDO. This has been done in the OBEO Smarty tool, which will be presented tomorrow in a session by Vincent Richard and Julien Dupont. In OBEO Smarty, there is an integration of Sirius with CDO for the storage and the branching, OBEO Designer team for the collaboration, and EMF compare to diff and merge models between different branches managed with CDO. So if you want to collaborate with your Sirius-based tool, you know that now you can rely on OBE Designer team for real-time collaboration, which will allow you to save time by avoiding performing too much and unnecessary diff and merges. You can use EMF and CDO API to access to your data. And this solution is supported by professional experts who can answer to your questions and help you deploy this solution. Thank you for your attention.